Have you ever heard of this saying? If you want to be successful, you have to first put in the work. If you have, then understanding what comes next may be easy to grasp. If not, you're in for a treat. It was 7:16 in the morning in Tennessee. I started my morning routine with journaling, and what I wrote down blew my mind. It's so simple and complex at the same time. You might need to hear it more than once to fully absorb the meaning. Here's what I wrote. The saying that goes, you have to put in the work first, is really true. You have to understand the level you currently are and become aware that there is another level to achieve, then find a way to get there. Everyone is on their own path. Some paths overlap for a while, but eventually you have to walk your own journey. You have to make the decision. You have to commit. There will be help along the way. That's where the overlapping comes in. But no one else can make solid decisions for you. Other people are there to provide guiding words and encouragement, especially in fields you've never explored. But once you've learned their wisdom, you have the choice to either follow it, reference it, or completely ignore it. Your path is not the same. Stop trying to force it. Hello. How are you? I swear, I have been behind this computer all week. I mean, except yesterday. Yesterday, I was just so tired. I was just like, nope, I'm sleeping. But I always wondered what was the difference between just posting on social media and what a social media campaign was. And boy, did I figure that out this week. Well, after the nomination and planning everything in order to reach out and post and do a whole lot of other things, I've realized what the campaign is. And it's so much more deeper than just posting on social media one-on-one content here or there. And I feel like I've had this question on my mind for years, and it was always something that I'm like, what is a social media campaign? What is a social media campaign? What is a social media campaign? What does it consist of? I know now what a social media campaign is. And it's all thanks to another book that I actually read that is coming to mind right now that I never really thought about first. But sometimes when you read books and you don't really know how they're affecting you, after a while you realize, hey, it was because of that book. So the book is called one page marketing, and it's by Alan Dibb. Trying to find my phone because I did write down something, but luckily I remembered. It starts off with a story about a circus coming to town. And it's basically saying if an elephant goes through the mayor's garden and destroys his plant, and the news write about it, that's another touch point about the circus being in town. If there's posters everywhere alerting everyone to the circus being in town, that's another touch point that the circus is in town. And there's like little things that happen throughout the week or the weeks coming up to the actual circus opening. Those are just advertising aspects and awareness things that alerts everyone that the circus is in town. If all of those things, the elephant walking through the mayor's yard, the news writing about it, the posters being put up and all of that, if all of that was planned, that's marketing. So understanding that part and really putting it to work is like night and day, because reading something and understanding it and actually doing it is two different things. So I'm excited that I get to go through this, because now I know what it takes and I understand exactly what is happening. And let me tell you, it is not for the weak. If I did not have a to-do list to keep me on track of everything that I was actually doing, I would have been lost a long time ago. And because I use ChatGPT as an assistant, I basically have it keep track of everything that I've done. So it has the to-do list, and every time I'm finished something, I was like, hey, we finished this. Let's move. What is the next thing to move on to? Even though I already have another thing pasted into my notes where I'm following along anyways. So it would be following the notes and also asking suggestions of what else can we add to this. And doing all of that and putting all of that together and doing it for myself. Yeah. It's it's a big, big, big thing to be able to do the graphics, do the videos, write the words, write the blog posts, to do so many different things that brings this together. And I am happy of every school that I went to. I'm glad I went to every school, paid attention, and gained all the skills that I have, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. It is so easy to get caught up in the hustle of everyday life and everything that we have to accomplish and check off the to-do list and forget to take a moment to just be ourselves, be in nature, to just be. This is so beautiful. Like, where else can you really go for free that would really give this to you, give that sense of peace, that sense of reconnection, that sense of oneness with everything that is around you? Where else can you go? Please tell me. Because this this is pretty cool. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Georgia so much. I mean, I don't really like it a lot. I love Atlanta because of the Ethiopian restaurant, but besides that, I no, no. But the nature, the greenery, everything that really speaks to my soul, it's it's out into the wild, into this. So, one thing I have learned this week, it's that everything that I've learned from college moving forward, because high school really wasn't anything that was specific, even though before that, in childhood, everything, I kind of knew I was going into something more creative wise, but I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. College, however, is when I truly made that decision to where, hey, I am going to do something creative. I am creative. I am going to be in the creative world. So, college was when I really made that decision. So, everything I learned from college, so that's graphic design, computer graphics, that is, what is that, communication arts, up to cinematography, all of that just came together like this. For everything that I have done this week, for everything that I started last week, and for everything that I will continue to do for the rest of this entire, for the rest of my life. Let's put it that way. Yeah, because I'm never going to stop creating. I'm never going to stop doing things that I actually love. So there is no end to this. And I've realized that all of it, even the parts that I did not like, but eventually came to understand, all of it served a purpose. And right now is when I'm understanding that purpose. And it just goes to show that when you're dealing with something in the moment, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. And you might be very angry because you're like, I don't see the point of this. I don't get it. Unless it's really something that you're just like, I'm never going to use this in my entire life. It doesn't make any sense. I use it. I do it right now. Things like that, yes. But things that are specific to your chosen field, all of it comes in handy. And you you begin to understand that you can't do everything yourself. There are people who have skills that are way more advanced than yours. So it's like finding those people to work with in a team and to ask questions and to bounce ideas off of, that makes the process a whole lot easier. And I am extremely grateful for everyone that I've asked questions to about this whole process, about not knowing where to start, about knowing what to do, but not really knowing what to do, if that makes any sense. It's all of it has come together so beautifully that I have made such great progress, and I'm continuing to make more progress, and I just feel so happy. I feel like this is the turning point into exactly what I've envisioned. And that feels great. That feels amazing. And I absolutely love this feeling. I am so full of joy and yeah, however you interpret that sigh, because that's 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 how I've been feeling, especially since I got the news last week, and it's just like everything's coming together. Everything is coming together. So I'm happy about all of that. I'm happy that this week actually reminded me to not only focus on the productive things that I can do to push the ball more, but also to realize that things are always changing and I have to pay attention to what's happening right now, because right now is where the beauty lies. It's where the joy is. It's where everything that is happening is right now. So being standing where I am standing right now is prime example of this week just telling me, hey, it's okay to go hard. It is okay to go very, very hard, but just bring yourself back. Don't forget to bring yourself back, because if you don't, you're going to lead into a burnout, and we don't want that. So, with that, I will talk to you next week. Isn't life beautiful?